Hi! So this is going to be my 2015 Imats haul. And this was my very first Imats, and let me just say that I was completely blown away by the entire experience, and it has kind of been a dream of mine for a few years to go, and so I've been saving up for a while in order to go and just kind of have a free reign of the entire place and just get the things that I really wanted. So this haul is a little bit ridiculous and borderline shameful. So I'm not going to be able to swatch anything just for the sake of time, but I am going to go through and just kind of describe really quickly everything that I got, and that way you can kind of see what is accessible at Imats and just kind of live vicariously through this video, which is what I have been doing for the past few years up until now. So let's just get to it. This is my haul. I hope you enjoy it. Let me know if you have any questions about Imats or about the discounts or the products available down below, and I will be happy to answer them. So here we go. So the very first booth that I visited was Dose of Colors, and this is a company that I wanted to purchase products from for a long time. They have a great presence online and through Instagram and YouTube, so I was really excited to try them. And I also heard that they were having a limited edition the matte lip cream in the color Black Rose, which is a really pretty vampy color, and they had to limit it to only one per person. So I did pick up my limited edition Black Rose pre-release through Imats. I'm so excited. I haven't tried it yet, but I am wearing my next purchase, which is the matte liquid lipstick in Pinky Promise, and I can't seem to find it. It might be in my purse right now because I've been wearing it all day. But as you can see, it's just this vivid, bright pink color, and it lasts so long. These things are so comfortable. Love them. They, I think they ran about $12 at Imats, I want to say, and it was worth every single penny. It is an all-day lasting product. If you have to reapply less, then you're using less product throughout the day, and your product will last longer over time. So the next thing I got from Dose of Colors was a really pretty lip gloss, and the color's Cotton Candy. I kind of gravitate towards the more nudie colors because I know that I'm going to wear them a lot. And this is what it looks like. It's really pretty. It's kind of a peachy pink, very light, and it's highly pigmented. Oh, I just found my Pinky Promise. There it is. And then I got two lipsticks. And the first one is called Playdate, and it's a really pretty coral. These have just so much pigmentation. I'm really blown away. They do live up to the hype. And the next one that I got is called Soft Touch. And this is just a really light nude, kind of similar. Very wearable. And so that was my Dose of Colors haul. So the next booth that I hit was Naimie's. Naimie's is a pro beauty supply that is in North Hollywood, and a lot of people who are in the film industry shop there, and I'm sure that you know that there's like always red carpet events and things in LA. So that's kind of one of the places that a lot of pros go to. And so they do offer a lot of brands that you might find in department stores and Sephora, and they had them at a great discount. I think it was running about 40% off. And so the first booth that I hit there was Too Faced, and I got the Boudoir Eyes palette, and this is my first one of these palettes that I've ever gotten from Too Faced because I don't know, I'm kind of not that excited about palettes. I like kind of building my own more because I know what I'm going to wear. But this one is really beautiful. It has a nice mix of mattes and shimmers, and they're cool tone, which is what I like to wear. So I did not feel bad. I think it ran about $22 for this, and that was such a cool purchase. Then I picked up the Too Faced La Creme lipstick, and the color I got was Naked Dolly, which I'm sure, as you can guess, is a nude. And it's just really beigey and creamy. And these lipsticks are so moisturizing on the lips, and all the Too Faced packaging feels really heavy and expensive. It's a really nice packaging and a great product to go with it. And so then I picked up my first melted longwear lipstick, And the color that I got was Melted Marshmallow, which is this really pretty pink color, and it's pretty true to what you see on the packaging. So that's kind of the color that is. I haven't squeezed it out yet, but that kind of gives you an idea. And then I'm kind of hesitant to say this out loud, let alone have it on film, but I got the Better Than Sex mascara. I've been hearing that this is wonderful, so I mean, I'd like to try it out for myself and see if it's really that great. I mean, come on, that's a bold name. So that was what I got from Too Faced. And then I went to Lorac, and I typically don't purchase a lot of things from Lorac, but I have been really interested in the Pro Palette, and so I was able to get the Pro Palette 2. They had the Pro Palette 1 as well, but I kind of just wanted to pick one of them, and the Pro Palette 2 had some really gorgeous colors. I really liked them, so that was the one that I picked up, and it came with an eye primer in it, and I don't exactly remember the price, but I want to say it was about $25, and that's what the colors look like. Really pretty. And then I have yet to try the eye primer, so I'm excited to see if that's going to be something that I kind of add to my pile along with the Urban Decay Primer Potion and the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. Oh, so here's another Too Faced that I missed. Okay, I got the Lip Insurance as well. And with all these lip colors, especially the matte ones that are coming out, I really wanted to try this and just kind of see how it affected the wear of my lip products, and if it made the creamier ones last longer, or if it made my lips feel more moisturized with the matte one. So I just kind of want to see what it's all about. I think it ran about like $10, $12 at the booth, so it's worth trying if you can get it at that price. And then at Lorac, I got their matte, Pro Matte Lip Color Sticks, and I got the colors Nude, Coral, Fuchsia, and Pink. And these are pretty skinny. They almost look like a lip liner, but they're pretty similar to like the Buxom matte lipsticks, and here's what the colors look like. Kind of hard to see, but I haven't really opened them yet, and I'm not sure what the wear is like yet, but I mean, people are just coming out with great mattes nowadays, so those are kind of on the to try pile of things I'm excited about. And then I got the Lorac Unzipped palette, and they have two of these as well. The other one was, I believe, the Unzipped Gold, or it was a palette that has more gold tones in it, just very warm. And like I said before, I kind of am drawn more to cool tones, so this one was a little bit more in that direction, and the colors are really beautiful. So they're very kind of pinkish and mauve-y, which I really, really love. So it comes with a lot of product, and this one also came with an eye primer as well. And then I went to Smashbox, which I love, and they have their, what are they called? Be Legendary Longwear Lip Lacquers. And so I got 3 of those. The colors are Flushed, which is kind of a peachy nude color. And then I got a brighter pink, it's called Flamingo. And it's kind of like a cotton candy, very cool toned pink. It reminds me of MAC Saint Germain. And then I got a really beautiful vampy color, and it's called Bordeaux. And this I tried on, it's beautiful. It's like just pure wine. And I really like the packaging as well. It feels really nice in your hand and nice and heavy. So that was those 3. And then I got the Smashbox Be Legendary Lipstick, and I got the color Pretty Social, which is a light, cool toned nude on the pinky side. And I got the color Pink Petal, which is a little bit brighter, a lot of bit brighter, and that's what that one looks like. Really pretty. So then at Naimie's, I headed to Bobbi Brown, and I got my first shimmer brick. And the reason why I haven't bought a shimmer brick before was because as a teenager, I had bought a lot of the Physicians Formula shimmer strips, and I just got really burnt out on them. And I love them. I had like every single color, and I would wear them for eyeshadow every single day, and I would just cover my face in them. But I got sick of them, so I kind of held off on Bobbi Brown for a long time. However, I mean, the time has come, and the color that I got is Pink Quartz, and it is really beautiful. And I was able to try it. It kind of comes off as like a golden pink highlight. It's not so much of a bronzer, but it's so far so good. I do really, really like it. And so after Naimie's, I went to, where did I go? I went to NYX. Okay, so NYX is already very inexpensive, and they had discounts on top of their already inexpensive prices. So I was really happy to kind of go to town, and I got some of my favorite products in new colors, and just some of my old favorites. So the first thing that I picked up was one of their matte bronzers, and I got the color Deep, and I do really like this as a contour color. It's nice and rich, and I'm not afraid of getting a very dark contour color and being kind of bold with my like how deep I kind of carved that contour in. So this is their darkest color available, and it's really pretty, and it goes on very smoothly. So I've tried this before and I really loved it. And then in addition, I got their powder blush in Taupe, which is another really nice, cool contour color. It really creates the effect of a shadow on your face. And so this, if along with a bronzer, is pretty much the ideal contour. I mean, you have the cool tones, but then you're kind of warming it up so that you don't look so dead and gaunt in your face, like you've been starving for a while. That's not cute at all. So then I got a baked blush, and the color is Full On Femme. And this is kind of a light cotton candy pink, and I really like the sheen of these. They are very pretty on the skin, and they have like a very natural finish. And then I picked up some of their concealers, and they have these HD concealers, which are really phenomenal, if I must say. Like, as far as drugstore concealers go, their finish is gorgeous, the wear is really good, it'll last me all day, and they have really nice tones. It just smooths out, and it has great coverage. So they ran about $3.50 at the show, and I got a pink toned one and a yellow toned one, depending on if I want to cover up kind of like more bluish purple colors or red in my skin. So between the two of these, I love these. I've been purchasing them again and again, and so that was just kind of a stock up item at the show that I really love. Now, I am a longtime fan of their soft matte lip creams, and I've been going to the store pretty much every week looking for their really dark vampy colors, and I was finally able to grab one. Not all the ones that I wanted, but I got my hands on Copenhagen, which is this really pretty dark purpley color, and it dries matte. It's not quite as pigmented as, say, the Dose of Colors or the Smashbox, but I mean, a couple layers, they're very comfortable, very long wearing, they look really beautiful and matte on the lips, and I was just so glad to finally get my hands on this. And the other two colors that I got were Addis Ababa and Monte Carlo. So Monte Carlo is a really pretty, just rich red, and Addis Ababa is a really pretty fuchsia pink, and I hope I'm saying that right. So I got those three. Then, as far as lipsticks go, I have a lot of their lipsticks already, and I tend not to reach for them so much. I'm not sure why. However, they did have their Wicked Lippies, and one color that I was just so drawn to was this metallic purple, and I was thinking my idea for this would be to really layer it over a deeper purple lipstick and kind of use it to highlight the center of my lip, or just kind of tweak the finish of a lipstick, and it looks so cool on top of other lipsticks. Not so much by itself, but on top of another lipstick, I mean, it's just really, really an interesting finish. So that was the only lipstick that I got. And then I got eyeliners. Okay, I got a lot of them. So I saw the new Infinite Shadow Sticks, and they have this really light pearlescent color, and I got 2 of them. It's called Crystal. I know I'm going to use this as an inner corner and highlight and along the waterline so much. It's perfect. It is a nice, big, rich, creamy pencil. I'm really glad I picked up 2 of them, and I will probably be repurchasing these in the future as well. So they are, I believe, Twist Up. I'm not sure. Anyways, I'll figure that out later. But either way, it's a gorgeous color and they feel really nice. I was able to try it a little bit. And then I got a glitter liner in the color Crystal Pewter, which is kind of like a really cool bluish lavender periwinkle kind of color. And it's just kind of fun. It was really inexpensive, but one of the tricks that I learned with these is that you can't really swipe it on. You kind of have to pat it on where you want the glitter to go. And after that, you're pretty much good. So then I got a lot of their traditional pencils. And I got the colors Silver, which is just a plain silver, a lip liner in the color Flower, which is a very, very pale pink. I got White Pearl, which is white with a little sheen to it. Then I got the color Beige. This is very nude. It's a pretty warm beige. And then I got Mahogany, which is more on the brown side. And I got the color Never, which is a little bit darker and a little bit more plum. And I got another beige because I'm stupid and I was grabbing a lot of stuff and not paying attention to what I was doing. So maybe I'll really like it that much. And then I got these new NYX Face Art Slide On, Glide On, Stay On, and Definitely a Turn On Waterproof Extreme Shine Eyeliners. Okay, and so I got 2 colors. This really pretty bright pearlescent green. It is so glowy. And the color is called Papaya. And then I got this kind of burgundy color. It reminds me of the new Pantone color of the year, Marsala. And the color is Jewel. And that's kind of what that looks like, if you can see. And the last thing I got was this NYX Wonder Pencil, which is a fairly new product, and it's just a nude concealer pencil, very fine. And so if you have a small blemish, or if you kind of want to line the waterline or kind of brighten something, this is going to be my go-to. All right, lastly from NYX, I got eyeshadows. They have really pretty matte eyeshadows, and I really actually like them, and I tend to grab for them a lot in my massive collection of palettes and just random eyeshadows. So I got a really pretty shimmery champagne color, and it's called Pixie. And then I got, this is a matte taupe, and it's called Over the Taupe. Then I got a shimmery, it looks like a warm shimmery brown, and it's called Top Notch Excellence. Then we got a really pretty cool toned grayish purple called Dress to Kill Fashion Victim. And then we got Loaded, which is kind of a plummy matte, maybe a little bit satin, but it's a very, very cool tone, almost gray. And then lastly, I got an actual cool tone gray, and it has almost the color of concrete, and it's called Smoke and Mirrors. So that is it. That is NYX. A lot of fun stuff to get from there. especially when it's not that expensive. You don't feel so bad loading up your bag. After that, we went over to the Stila booth. And so I've had my eye on this palette for a while. I heard about it through Makeup Geek Marlena, and it is the new, I think it's called Mind, Body, Soul palette collection, and the color I got was Soul, which is probably the most wearable out of all of them. And of course, as soon as I opened it, I dropped something on it and nicked one of the eyeshadows, but here's what these look like. They are really pretty. This would be a really good travel palette. And I feel like the quality is amazing. I stuck my fingers all over them at the booth because I'm sanitary. All right, and then I have had my eye on this eyeliner forever. And so I was just waiting for an opportunity to get it at a discount because I know I won't wear it on a daily basis. But it is the turquoise smudge stick waterproof eyeliner, and look how bright and pretty that is. And every time I swatch this on my hand at a Sephora, I have the hardest time getting it off. I'm like walking around and walking around, washing my hands all day, and this thing sticks. So I was very happy to get my hands on that finally and be able to play with it, because I think it would be gorgeous with like coral cheeks or coral lip color and a tan. So that's going to be a summer staple for me. So after Stila, we went to Sigma, and man, have I been wanting to try some Sigma brushes. So they're pretty generous with their little goodies that they hand out, and they handed out a really cute little travel smudge brush in a big bag. So this is what that looks like. And it's going to be perfect for smudging out shadow and eyeliner underneath the eye. And then I got some brushes that I've had in mind for a long time and have been finally able to try. So the first one was the F25 face brush, and here it is. And this kind of reminds me of like the pointed MAC blush brush. It's been in my suitcase for a while, so it's kind of misshapen, but it's very soft and dense, and I think it's gonna be perfect for doing a lot of kind of more precision work with like contouring and stuff with my face that I kind of wanted to achieve, or highlighting. It's a beautiful soft brush and the quality is really nice. And then I picked up the smaller version of it, which is the F35. So there's that little guy, and I think that this would be really great for highlighting and then powdering underneath the eyes and like around the nose and the little crevices where it's hard to get powder when you're kind of using a bigger brush. So those are the two face brushes that I got. Then for the eye brushes, I had a few of them that I got doubles of. So I got two of the E40s. I mean, we all see people using these on YouTube all the time, and it looks like a really good MAC dupe, and I'm pretty pleased with them. I think I still like the MAC better. These are a little bit more springy and firm, and I kind of like the softness of the MAC one. I feel like it blends really well. So I have yet to see how much I like these. And then I got the E35, which appears to be more of a natural fiber, which might be a lot better for blending through the crease. And so I picked up two of those as well. And then I got two of the F63, which are very firm, and these will be really nice for kind of blending darkness through the outer corner of the eye and also highlighting on the inner corner. So I'm just really excited to kind of play with these and see what kind of new uses I can find for them. It's always weird getting used to a new eyeshadow brush when you have your trusty favorites that you've relied on for a long time. So apparently I got doubles of this one as well. This is the E25, so it's a little bit shorter version of this one. You see how the bristles are a little bit shorter? And so this is more of a fluffier blending brush, whereas, and I feel like this might be a little bit better at moving shadow around, whereas this might be a little bit better at kind of packing it on. But that's just my observation for right now, so I'm gonna find that out later. And then I got an E45, which is like a pointed crease brush, and it's a little bit shorter and more dense. And so I will use this with my darker shadows where I really want to control where I place them. And then I got a little teeny E30 pencil brush. Then my last brush that I got is a Precision Round P82. So this is a synthetic fiber, and it has kind of a domed top, and I think this is going to be wonderful for concealer and really quick blending of your crease, because I have a lot of eyelid space, and so I can blend all day long, and it takes forever to get it just smooth all the way up to my brow bone. So this guy, I could just kind of stick it in there. I already tried this out, unless you can't tell already. But you can kind of just go ahead and swipe it back and forth, and it really just melds everything together. I feel like synthetic bristles do a really good job at moving product around. So that is my Sigma purchase. And after Sigma, I went, oh, by the way, the Sigma booth has, I know that the company offers a 20% pro discount, but at the booth they had 30% off that day. So it was kind of your best price opportunity to grab Sigma brushes. Okay, so the next booth that we went to was NYX Cosmetics, and for people with pro passes, which I was able to have at the show, they were giving away for free these little lit kits, and they have their liner their liner solution, which you dip the brush into and then you dip into the glitter, and it makes it like a solid glitter eyeliner that stays on really well. And so they had a gold and a silver one, and I opted for the more silver one, which is kind of like a solid tinsely silver with a little bit of holographic reflex mixed in, and the color is called Tinseltown. So that was extremely generous. And then they had a 3 for $10 deal of discontinued colors. And so they had the little kit, which has more of the solution, a little mini liner brush, and then another thing of glitter. And the color I got was called Superfly, so cute, which is kind of a dark, almost blackish glitter with a bunch of holographic, like purpley reflex mixed into it. It's beautiful. I'll make a really good glitter liner. And then I got this super reflective purple color called Wonder Woman, and I am not going to open it and pour it out in front of the camera. I had to just remind myself because that was my brilliant idea. And it is like a purple with blue reflex in it. And then the last color I got was kind of a more micro silver, and it's called Marilyn Monroe. And so this is a little bit more fine than the Tinseltown silver. So I think this will be a little bit nicer around the eyes and not quite so bold, but still very glittery. And then I got one of their liner brushes, which is apparently just perfect for using the glitter. And it's nice and firm and long and skinny, which I love. So that was my NYX Cosmetics purchase. Then we went to Morphe, and let me just tell you, I have a palette from Morphe and I love it. And then I ordered a couple of eyeshadow individuals before. Love those as well. So I really wanted to try the brushes. And right off the bat, when we walked into the booth, it was a huge booth and a line wrapped all the way around. And I don't know if they had an across-the-board discount, but they kind of just had low prices all around. And I got to get my hands on things and see things in person rather than ordering them online. So that was really exciting. But, okay, I got two palettes. The first one is a blush palette. And I believe this one was about $15. And it is 10D. And here's what the colors look like. It has peachy colors on the bottom and really pretty pinks, like cool tone pinks on the top. So, I mean, it has a variety of finishes. Some are matte, some are more shimmery and satin, and they're just really pretty for $10. I mean, I just don't care. You know, I'll be happy with them one way or another. And then I got a contour like bronzer palette in the, I guess it's 9BZ. And this one was $10. And look at all the contour colors that it comes with for $10. It's a lot of product. So I'm not really, you know, I know that there's talc in here. I know that there's mineral oil in here. And I mean, that's just kind of my expectation going in when you pay $10 for a palette like that. But as far as quality goes and color payoff and blendability, fantastic. I'm so happy with all the palettes that I've gotten from Morphe. I also have the matte eyeshadow palette, and it's just these beautiful brown, warm, super usable matte colors. And if you are going to buy a palette and you're not going to get the Jaclyn Hill palette, or you already have that one, I would say opt for the matte palette because they are just gorgeous colors and you could use it for everything. So after that, I was all about brushes, except for when I picked up a few singles. Okay, I just spotted those. So I got this pink one, it's number 29. And it's just kind of like a pearlescent cotton candy pink, which would be a pretty blush or eyeshadow. And then this one's called Breakfast at Tiffany's. This one has a name. It's number 80, and it is like a perfect Tiffany's blue. Then this one is a very cool toned, almost grayish gold, and it's called New Moon. It has like a champagne quality to it, but it's a very unique color. And then this is color number 1. This one doesn't have a name, and it's just a matte, light, pinky, creamy brow highlight color. It's gorgeous. So those were, I believe, like $1 or $2 each. Whatever they were, it was worth it. And then I went for brushes. Okay, now we are on my big purchase. So I went absolutely berserk at Morphe buying brushes. The first kit that I spotted was this set of synthetic brushes, and it was $15 for all of these, which is kind of the price of a Sigma face brush, but they are so dense and soft, and I just can't wait to use these. I was really impressed. I think out of any $15 that I spent, this was probably the best value. So there's 3 face brushes and 3 eye brushes. So I mean, that's an insane value. It's less than $3 a brush. So it came in this little bag. And then after that, they had individual brushes that you could purchase. And I just kept grabbing, you guys. Sorry. So the prices ran from $1 to $6 for the eye brushes. Most of them were $4. And then they ran from $4 to $12 for the face brushes, depending on the quality. And let me say that they're just really nice, densely packed, firm, great softness, just feel wonderful on the skin kind of brushes. And then they had a couple really unique ones. I think it's gonna be too much just to go through all of them, but I can just show you like this, just the range that I was able to purchase. I got a lot of great blenders, some pencil brushes, some angled liner brushes, some like synthetic, some more natural looking fibers, flat blenders, crease, whatever you want, it's here. And so like I said, these were about $4 each. But then let me show you this face brush that I got. Now this is an MB30, and it is really flat, and it's short, and it's synthetic, and it's super soft. And I believe that the purpose of using this brush is to have a really carved out contour, but it's just so interesting. And I think it would be really great with cream products or powder products. So I mean, for cream highlighters, how much better can you get than that? It's just so neat to try it. And I think this one was a little bit more, I want to say like $8 or $10, but it has a really nice, heavy, well-balanced, thick, comfortable handle. And then I got a similar synthetic angled like contour brush, and this is the MB4. I got this really nice pointed foundation brush, the MB12. Then I got more of a domed, like kabuki style brush, the MB39. And I got this really nice chiseled, like flat angled bronzer brush, and this is an MB7. This would be really good for foundation as well. Then, what else did we get? A little fluffy, like powder contour brush, and this one is the M437. And then I got a couple of large, like flat shader brushes, and I think these would be really nice and multi-purpose for highlighting or for just really covering my lid with a single shadow. And I got this brush that is similar to the one that I got at Sigma, and this one's very soft and firm and feels really nice quality as well. And this is the M438. So every single brush feels wonderful. I can't say I got a dud out of the bunch, and it was worth every penny. I'm really, really excited about the purchases that I got at Morphe. So if you ever get to go, I highly recommend their booth. They have a store in Burbank that a lot of people were talking about and a lot of people were excited about. So that is another opportunity to go and check out their inventory and see, kind of get your hands on their brushes and see if you like the way they feel for yourself, because everybody's different. Everybody has different preferences. But all in all, really, I mean, and at the end as a consolation prize, they gave me a huge bottle of brush cleaner because clearly I will need it. So that was very kind of them. Okay, after that, I was pretty spent. However, I did have a couple of things that I spotted that I really need to get my hands on. Me and my friend Tanya, the gal that I went with, we split 2 like double packs of beauty blenders, so I will be able to try this little guy. I haven't heard, you know, anybody be super excited about it, but you know, to each their own. I mean, concealer or even eyeshadow primer, we'll see. And then the original beauty blender, which I do not have. I have all the knockoff versions. So I'm happy to be able to finally try these. Then at LA Splash, they had 2 for $5, the most beautiful lashes. And people buy a lot of lashes at Imats, but there were too many. I wasn't all about it. I don't wear lashes on a daily basis. I wear them for special occasions, but these are just gorgeous. And it's called the Hollywood Collection, and they're so fluttery and soft, and they were 2 for $5. So I got 2 sets of those. Super great value. And then I picked up an extra large Z palette for all the randoms that I got. And I have the regular Z palette and I love it, especially if you're going to travel. It's so heavy duty and it stays shut. You can see everything in it, which makes me more likely to reach for the things that I put in my Z palette because I could readily see them. And so this is just their largest version, plain black, easy to wipe down, done. And then the very last, no, not the very last thing that I got my favorite tanning product, which is Million Dollar Tan. And I normally use the Cabana Tan, which goes on clear and it develops overnight. I use the extreme version. And because I'm already olive skin toned, I need a little bit more. So I'll put 2 coats of that and it'll give me a tan. Like, I will be nice and brown as a biscuit. I love this stuff. However, at the show, they had all their sets, which comes with a body bronzer and a face bronzer. They were half off, and so they just came out recently with a new mousse self tanner. So it's called Mermaid Moose, and I got the extreme version, and it seems like it comes with a lot of product, and it is better to apply this with a mitt, whereas the Cabana Tan you can apply it with your hands. Either way, you should just put lotion on the dry spots and really try to get everything evenly. But I believe that this has the color in it when you put it on. It does not go on clear, so you could see where you're putting it. So that makes it a little bit easier. And then using the mitt, which is like a foam glove, helps you kind of distribute it more evenly. So for my first time trying a foam self tanner, and so I mean, we'll see. I'm really excited about it. Something new. Okay, after that I was darn near broke, you know, and the last thing that I really wanted to get, and it's something that I've had my eye on for a while, was the Ben Nye banana powder. So I think I had like 20 bucks in my wallet after this, and when I got my hands on the banana powder, I noticed that because even though I'm olive, the banana powder didn't seem super, it seemed a little bit dark for my skin tone, which is okay. I mean, just for now, just on a daily basis. Maybe not when I'm tanning, but I don't do that every day. So I got the Cameo powder, which is another luxury powder, but it's a little bit lighter and more pink toned. And so this, I believe, ran $14 for all this powder, which I don't think I'll ever finish. And this was at Nigels Beauty Emporium. And this is the only thing that I got from this booth. So after I picked this up, you guys, this is so finely milled. Like, I feel like you could blow on it and it would just like disappear into the atmosphere. But it feels so silky on the skin, and I really want to use this kind of in lieu of the way people use the banana powders, which is to brighten underneath the eye. Because for me, having more like yellow and green in my skin, which is what a true olive tone is, anytime you put something that's like pink or red on top of that, just like through color theory, and it kind of cancels out and neutralizes. So if I want to cancel any kind of sallowness in my face, then this is what's going to brighten my face for my skin tone. So you kind of have to take that into consideration when you're choosing between the Cameo powder and the banana powder. So if you found that yellow tone powders don't work for you, then you might want to opt for this one. But I tried this out this morning and I'm really excited about it. I think it's great. So Cameo's the color. They do have several other colors, but the banana powder and the Cameo, I believe, are the ones that have like color correcting properties. So, okay, after that, I ran out the door, went back to my hotel, just like rolled in all my goodies, made, you know, snow angels in them. It was so overwhelming and exciting. Wonderful experience. I love Imats. And then we went to Disneyland for a couple days, but while we were on the last day when we were waiting to go to the airport, we had a rental car. We just had a little bit of time. So I went and hit up Naimie's and Frends Beauty. I didn't get to Nigels. So I went to Naimie's and Frends Beauty and I bought a few more things. Ridiculous, I know, but when in Rome. So first stop at Naimie's, I only grabbed a couple things, but I got the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer, which is a staple. It is such a great tinted moisturizer, kind of set the standard. My color is natural. It's wonderful. It feels so good on the skin. It looks fantastic. This is like an everyday sort of thing. Wonderful. Then I got the Too Faced Glitter Glue, which I didn't pick up at the show. I don't know why, but I was able to get. I had previously applied for a pro discount at Naimie's and Frends Beauty, and so I was able to obtain this at a pro price, which is 40% off. So it was the same price as it would have been at the show to get it in store. It's just a matter of actually getting into the store. But you can also order things online. So if you are a pro makeup artist and you are interested in getting a pro discount and getting your supplies through Naimie's, which has a lot of amazing brands like Laura Mercier and Bobbi Brown and Too Faced and Smashbox, then go ahead and go on their website and you can order some of their products at a pro discount. But you do have to provide the criteria to validate that you actually do makeup as a professional. So that is your cosmetology license, a magazine tear sheet, things of those nature, or things of that nature. So the glitter glue, I kind of had the stuff that I got at NYX Cosmetics in mind, just like patting it over the lid. So this is going to be my first time trying this. I've heard really wonderful things about it. And then for my husband, I picked up a Khiel's Eye Alert because he's very self-conscious about having bags underneath his eyes and he has to wake up early for work a lot. So, you know, I think that was just kind of like my love for cosmetics is rubbing off on him a little bit, and he just kind of wanted to spoil himself a little bit too. Okay, then at Frends Beauty, I got the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade. And I got it in the color taupe. I don't like to do my brows too dark. I would rather have it lighter than not. So taupe is just kind of a cool taupe color, and I think it's pretty right for everyone. And that, I believe the discount at Frends was 30 or 40%. I'm not exactly sure, but it is a fantastic color, and so I was able to finally pick this one up. I have the MAC version of this in the color Dirty Blonde, and that's kind of what I normally use. It's what I'm wearing right now, but it's almost like a fluid line in a brow color, and you just use an angled liner brush and draw your brows on and fill it in, and you get it super precise. It looks beautiful and natural, and then if you put just a little brow set gel on it, it kind of like diffuses it a little bit more. And so it's a fantastic, fantastic product, either one of them, I'm sure. And so then I picked up my much beloved and almost out Makeup Forever HD foundation. My color is 125, and the discount on Makeup Forever at Frends Beauty is 40%. But don't, like, just remember that you have to apply, you have to provide the appropriate criteria, so that's not a standard thing. Otherwise, your opportunity to get discounts similar to a pro discount would be to go to Imats. So the last thing that I purchased was some Makeup Forever eyeshadows, and these discounted to, I believe, like $12.50, and I got, let's see, I got this gorgeous like super pearlescent green color, and the number is it's metallic 302, so ME 302. And then I got a really pretty, like, is it metallic? Yeah, it's a metallic taupe color, and it is ME 554, so that's what that looks like. And this is kind of a purpley silver gray, I want to say, and so this is I-112. It almost has like a blue tone to it. And then the last one I got was the I-544, which is a warm medium tone brown with a shimmer. And that's it. I'm done. No, I'm not. I found one on the floor. I thought I got 5. I just didn't want to say so. It's matte. Okay. A crease color for me. It is a super cool, somewhere between a matte gray and a matte super, super cool toned brown, which I think would look good with any of the other colors that I got as a crease color or as an eyeliner. And this is M106. So that is that color right there. That's it. That's it. I am done. That's everything that I got. It's shameful when people ask me what I got. Like, I didn't want to tell them, but here it is. This is my confessional about my mad shopping breakdown of ridiculousness. But there you have it. This was a dream of mine. I've been saving up for a long time to be able to do this. So I had the best time. I'm sure I will go to Imats again and again in the future. And just being around people who love makeup as much as I do and get as excited about it as I do was wonderful. And one of the things that I noticed about just everybody at Imats was there were just so many beautiful people, just like all shapes and sizes and heights and ethnicities, but everybody was just done up and really kind of like poured their heart into their makeup and their hair and the way they dressed. And it was just so inspiring just seeing everybody and how gorgeous they were. So wonderful experience. Much love to everybody who takes the time to go out there and open a booth and kind of give us the opportunity to get our hands on some amazing products. So that's my haul. That's all I have. I'm broke now. All right, so I'm out. I'm gonna go back to work so I can, you know, I don't know, buy more makeup, whatever. All right, goodbye. I guess I should pay my bills now. Sorry, Smud. Do you like how I pretend like I didn't open these things and like play with them all night after I got back to my hotel room? Like, oh, I just happened to buy this and it's been sitting in its bag the whole time. No, I have my hands all over it, but you know. Just let me.